Some people follow the plant, others chase the science, but one man chased the resin across the entire world. His name was Frenchy Cannoli, a traveler, a teacher, an artisan, a philosopher, and one of the most beloved figures in the history of our plant.
Everybody feels the ripple of legalization. Instead of having a huge pool of farmers that could give you the material, now you have a very small group of licensed people who are trying to produce as much as possible to cover a market. The results are low quality.
Frenchy Cannoli was born in Nice, on the southern coast of France, a place of sun, beauty, and endless horizon. But even as a child, he felt the world calling him. At 18 years old, he left home with nothing but a pack and a dream. No phone, no plan, just a hunger for experience. He wasn't looking for cannabis, he was looking for freedom. But in the mountains of Asia, he found both. Into the hashlands. Frenchy's journey took him through the legendary hashish regions of the world. In Morocco, he learned his first lessons in traditional resin. Old farmers showed him how to sift dry flowers over silk screens, creating a fragrant powder known as keef. It was simple, ancient, and beautiful. In Nepal, he discovered the temple ball, sticky, dark, living hash, made by rubbing fresh cannabis flowers between the hands. This wasn't a product, it was a ritual. In India, Frenchy lived among hash makers in caves, surrounded by smoke, music, and spiritual devotion. He stayed for seasons at a time, learning the art of resin the way it's been practiced for centuries. He called these years the foundation of his life. He collected techniques from every corner of the world. Every country added a new layer to his understanding. And slowly he became something rare, a true Hashishin. For nearly 2 decades, Frenchy lived as a nomad, going wherever the resin took him. To Frenchy, hash wasn't a drug. It was the essence of the plant's soul.
I didn't have a home, I just traveled. Up north it's different. Up north it's home. I never stayed more than 3 months in one place for basically 18 years, until I became a dad.
He believed the trichome was a miracle of nature, a tiny universe of chemistry, flavor, power, and history. He studied terroir, just like wine. He believed cannabis should be protected, like a fine agricultural product. And somewhere along the journey, he met the woman who would become his partner for life. Together they dreamed of building something in California. California dreaming. Frenchy arrived in California during a revolution, the age of medical cannabis. The Emerald Triangle was buzzing with growers, innovators, and a culture ready to evolve. And Frenchy brought something nobody there had ever seen before. True traditional hash, becoming a legend. As he shared what he'd learned across decades of travel, his workshops exploded in popularity. Growers listened, extractors listened, the community listened.
This is really nice and sticky resin. The darker shade of brown, it's because it's sun-grown, and they go into the deep amber color in the mountain, which is really valuable for us. We need total maturity of the resin gland to really work well. I always was dreaming of travel, and it was mostly like 1001 Nights, Marco Polo, and that type of stuff. And then when I smoked hash for the first time, it's like you can taste and smell this country, and that was it.
Then came the melt shots. Slow motion video of his hash bubbling like gold. These videos went viral, cementing Frenchy's status as a master craftsman, teaching a new generation. Frenchy wasn't protective of his craft. He shared everything, every technique, every secret, every philosophy. He believed knowledge wasn't something to be kept, but something to pass on.
Charas is the first live resin ever made. Most of the people think that live resin is BHO. Live resin is any resin that you collect on a plant when she's live. And when you freeze it, you can keep those characteristics. So may it be CO2, may it be butane, or any sort of extraction, live plant goes from collecting it in your hand live in a field to the latest and greatest extraction of our day. I want people to really understand that BHO didn't invent live resin. Live resin is the beginning of every concentrate that you know of.
Frenchy had a way of making the complicated simple. He could explain trichome development, resin maturation, and heat manipulation with the passion of a poet. He taught with joy, he laughed with everyone, he made people feel a part of something ancient. His mission became clear: to connect growers with the land, the plant with its history, and the world with its resin.
What you really want, that there is no pocket of air inside, that the ball really become really dense. So when you finish rolling your temple ball, or can you hear the sound? There is a little stickiness to it. That's music to the eye. The stronger it is, the higher the quality. If you have a hard time just taking it off your hand, then it's really great. This one, it's somehow in between. It's going to come out a little dull, and then slowly the resin starts to seep out of the bowl, and it becomes shiny. It really like literally oozes the resin. People think that I polish my bowl. I do nothing. It's the quality of the resin that is showing off.
In 2021, Frenchy Cannoli passed away. Following complications from surgery, the news stunned the cannabis community. People around the world shared memories, stories, and gratitude. His wife, Madame Cannoli, thanked the community for the love that poured in his honor. Frenchy Cannoli wasn't just a hash maker. He was a bridge, connecting the old world to the new. He dedicated his life to preserving tradition and inspiring innovation. His philosophy will outlive him. His techniques will be studied for generations, and his love for the plant will echo through every artisan who follows the resin.
I rather work here than at Canaplex. When you put the two pictures together, you know, it's like, okay, let me think. As much as I like Auckland, I need a break from the city.
Legends aren't born, they're shaped, pressed, refined, and Frenchy Cannoli, the last Hashishin, left the world with something truly unforgettable.